Even though Earth is known as the blue planet for all of its water, less than 3% of that is fresh water, and 2/3 of that tiny amount is locked up in glaciers and ice. For a rapidly growing population of people, that's a tiny amount of fresh water we have access to. Overall, New Zealand's water quality isn't too bad, but more than half of our lowland rivers are now too polluted to swim in or drink from. That's not just bad news for us, that's also bad news for our underwater wildlife.
And we caught something, Nick. We've got some bullies. There'll be common bullies and giant bullies.
Are they natives?
Yeah, they are, both native freshwater fish.
One of our native fish has a really peculiar characteristic. Can you tell me a little bit about the mudfish and how that works?
Oh, yeah. So mudfish, they've sort of got this adaptation where in summer, like they're living in wetlands and streams, and in summer when the water level drops, the fish burrow down into the ground and they can actually sit out of water just in little damp crevices for up to 2 months. Yeah.
What are some of the major threats to our freshwater?
Well, I guess in the countryside, the biggest threat at the moment is really sort of intensive farming around our waterways, so there's a lot of pollution that's going in. There's also abstraction of water, so taking out of water to irrigate fields, and also just massive modification of some of our rivers for hydro schemes for the power that we all rely on.
What are some of the things that people can do at home to help look after our freshwater fish?
If you're living near a stream, make sure that it's fenced, especially from stock, and doing plantings along stream can really help by providing shade over the stream to help keep the water cool and an even temperature. If your parents are saying, how about you wash the car for the weekend, make sure your parents put it on the lawn so that when you wash it, all the suds and everything soaks into the lawn. Because I don't think a lot of people realise that what goes into our drains off the road actually doesn't get treated anywhere, it runs straight into our streams, so it can be really polluted.
So as it turns out, we need to protect our freshwater, not just because water makes up most of our bodies, but because heaps of our native wildlife relies on it to survive. Take a photo of your favourite river or write a story about how you're doing your bit to protect freshwater, and we'll put you in the draw to win this week's Enviro Prize.